Well, it's my pleasure to be here. Thank you very much for allowing me to join and to speak this morning. My name is Alan Smith. I represent LegalShield, ID Shield, and Go Small Biz, both individuals, families, and groups of employees. Today, I'm not going to try to sell you anything. I am going to try to help you understand how you can refer me and how it will benefit the people that you will refer me to. So bear in mind, this is not a sales talk. This is a informational talk so that you can learn a little bit more about what we offer. So ask yourself the following, and then of course you'll want to ask your clients and friends these questions. Have you ever thought, or have your employees ever thought about asking a legal question? Or when's the last time you updated your will? Have you ever received a traffic ticket? Anybody here received a traffic ticket? All right. Anybody, when's the last time you signed a contract and had an attorney look at it, or signed it trustingly because you think it's been written by an attorney, but that unfortunately was not your attorney. So, have you ever purchased a home? Have you ever dealt with a civil dispute or divorce? Have you ever had concerns about identity theft? These are all legal problems that are life event legal issues. And the main reasons that people do not seek legal counsel is they're intimidated by lawyers. Marlise is very intimidating, for example. People don't know who to call. The yellow pages are thick with attorneys and huge ads. Do you call the one who has the biggest ad or not? And people believe it would cost too much, and most of the time they are, well, it costs a lot, maybe not too much, but it costs a lot. So the most common responses to legal disputes are people, most of us will ignore the situation, put our head in the sand, and maybe a small, trivial matter will turn into a dramatic, flaming lawsuit at a later time. Or they try to handle it personally, or they try to use Google as their law firm. These are all wrong-headed prospects. So I wanted you to know that when you're talking to people, the need for legal services is there. 93% of respondents believe attorneys charge too much. These are respondents to a survey that was done a couple of years back, and entitled, a white paper has come out of that, entitled The Legal Needs of American Families. 76 respondents said they were hesitant to call an attorney, and 9 out of 10 said that if it were more affordable, they would seek advice. 90% of Americans say they do not have any form of legal insurance or legal protection. 2/3 say that they have never heard of such a thing. That's unlike you in here. How many of you are LegalShield members? Look at there's a great list of what we call references, referrals, and I may ask you, if I had time, to share a happy story of how you've used the service. More than 60% reported they would be interested in purchasing legal protection. So 60% of the people that you meet, if they just knew about what we offer and how it could help and benefit them and their employees, would actually purchase it. So we are in a wonderful service space. Employee legal problems cost employers in terms of absenteeism, reduced productivity, and increased insurance costs. 57 million full-time working Americans experienced at least one insignificant legal event in the last 12 months, and 40% did not seek help or legal advice. So there is a huge need out there, irregardless of what our thought patterns have been in the past. So I just wanted to share that with you, to give you an idea that we're walking by a lot of people every day that could really be helped by subscribing to LegalShield, and it's a very small membership fee, of course. And I don't know, timekeeper, how far along am I here?
Yeah, I have to.
Oh, that's okay. So let me share with you.
You're halfway in.
All right, good. Let me share with you real quickly just the bare bones of what our legal plan offers. But I do want to talk a lot about identity theft and identity theft protection. Our members, as a member, our members receive unlimited phone advice, guidance, and counsel on all personal issues. And if you have a business plan, business issues as well. 24/7 emergencies access to covered situations. Now, don't be calling Marley's at 2 in the morning. But if you're a LegalShield member, you can flip your card open, or you can open up your app on your phone and tap, and you're in touch with an attorney that can meet your needs no matter what time of the day or night. They will write a letter on your behalf or make a phone call on your behalf. They will review your contracts and documents before you sign them. A tremendous peace of mind you can have by having these contracts reviewed. Or if you have a dispute with somebody who owes you money, or a credit card company that's done you wrong, or an insurance company that won't pay the claim, a letter from the law firm with a huge letterhead is extremely powerful, wouldn't you agree? And the lawyers will prepare your will, your living will, and your health care power of attorney, help you with traffic. You know, I got help with a couple of speeding tickets. It was just amazing. I'll tell you that story at another time. Our attorneys, our law firms will help you with uncontested divorce, uncontested separation, uncontested annulment, uncontested name change, and adoption, all for the small monthly fee of less than $20 a month per family. So I mentioned our business owner legal plan. So as a business owner, have you ever had to hire or fire employees? Have you ever had issues concerning collecting debt? Have you ever been in a situation where you thought the advice of an attorney might be useful? Maybe a vendor has caused a dispute with you, or maybe you signed contracts that you later regretted, or at least would have liked to have some advice on. Nearly 60% of small businesses have experienced significant legal events in the past 2 years. And the reason for not calling is because the clock is ticking when you call, right? But not with LegalShield. There's no clock ticking and no bill in the mail. What a great opportunity that is. Go Small Biz is a business consulting service. So in addition to any legal services, you have access as a business owner to business consultants in the areas of marketing and finance, in tax issues, in HR issues, and other kinds of things of that matter. So when you're talking to business owners and they seem to they seem to be stumbling a little bit with regard to some area in their business, this Go Small Biz plan might be just the item for them. We also cover commercial truck drivers because they have unique and special needs, especially in the next week or so. There's the International Trucking Safety Inspection Blitz going on, and tens of thousands of trucks will be stopped for safety inspections. Identity theft is and they depend on their commercial truck driver's license for their livelihood. So if you know of any commercial drivers, we can really help them. Identity theft is a huge problem. 16 million victims every year. It's a financial expense to our nation and to our businesses of $24 billion a year, and a $6 million emotional cost. We partner with Kroll, the world's largest risk management firm, and their licensed investigators put your good name back to where it was before it started. We monitor everything that matters, from your passport to your bank accounts to your social security number to your credit reports. And then when there is a glitch or something out of line, we notify you and restore your identity back to where it was before it took place. So your good name is restored back to where it was before it happened. I've got my time is pretty much run out. I'm open for questions. Oh, and I also wanted you to flip over that handout that I passed out. Every one of our members gets a membership and member perks, and we provide promo codes for all of those and 480 other merchants. Everything from Macy's to travel to theater tickets to buying a car, all of that. And many of our members have found that just getting the discounts on their cell phone and on their Comcast Xfinity or whatever you use for TV entertainment, just those discounts on those two services alone more than pay for their LegalShield membership. So if you are a LegalShield member here today and you're not taking advantage of member perks, you should. If you're not a LegalShield member and you're interested in talking with me about that, that's great. But the main reason I'm bringing you this information is so that you can keep your eyes and minds open to your clients' needs. And I'm a great referral source for those solutions. Thank you for your time, and I'm open for 5 minutes of questions. Yes, Audrey.
You mentioned that you handled speeding tickets. Could you expand on that, please?
Yes, in California, if you receive a speeding ticket, it has to be defensible. But if you're speeding in Nevada after having a good time in Vegas, right, or any other state, all you need to do is as a member, bring that ticket home, fax it over to the law firm, and they will hire a law firm in that jurisdiction to go to traffic court on your behalf. And either get it reduced or eliminated or fines and points reduced, which is extremely valuable. In California, it has to be defensible, and I've had 3 experiences over the last 4 or 5 years with tickets. One of them was excellent. I got caught on radar on Montague Expressway coming down over that Lafayette Railroad thingy, and took the ticket to court with an attorney. And when we got there, there was a notice on the file from the law enforcement officer suggesting dismissal because the roadway had not been surveyed in the last 5 years for that speed. So I think everybody else who didn't bite their ticket, paid the ticket, went to traffic school, or suffered the consequences. As far as I know, I was the only one who fought it, and it was an easy out for me. So I wouldn't have probably done that had I not been a member of LegalShield and had that service available to me. In another case, I did not take an attorney to traffic court with me because it wasn't defensible, but I was able to get advice from the law firm and the combination of a generous judge. The ticket was reduced, the cost was reduced in half.
So what you're saying is you have a lead foot, right?
I have a lead foot. I do. Yes. Any other next question? Yes.
So, what's the usual turnaround time if you have something to be reviewed or what?
Good question. Thank you. The law firm has 8 business hours to return your call. So when you call in, the customer service person matches you up with an attorney that specializes in one of those 26 areas of law that they cover, all 26 areas. And that attorney that'll meet your needs or that knows about your problem will call you back within 8 business hours. If you need a document review, they've got 3 days to review it. If you need a letter written on your behalf, they have 3 days to do that. And about the same amount of time to do your will. I'm not sure exactly on that. But they are governed by standards, and we hold them accountable. And we have a law firm in every state that covers our members, and then we have law firms and lawyers in every jurisdiction that helps you if you need to go to court. For anything. And then we have Marlies if you have a business litigation matter. Yes.
So if you avail yourself of an attorney from LegalShield, is there an additional cost for that, or is that part of your membership cost?
Most everything that I described to you is included in the membership. There are things that are excluded, such as pre-existing lawsuits. Let's say you signed up today, but you had a lawsuit, you had something happen in the past that is causing a lawsuit, or a messy divorce, or something that isn't covered under the membership. Our members get a 25% discount on things of that nature. Audrey.
How much is membership?
Membership is less than $20 a month, covering your whole family. For the ID Shield, also less than $20 a month. So less than $40 a month for both. Yes?
If I had wanted to come up with a business contract for my business, did you say something about the extra arm or something for business-related things, or that's included?
Yeah, Go Small Biz can help you with that. Also, what I do when I need a contract written, and I have a personal story, a personal experience several years back when I hired an independent contractor to do a trade show project for a client of mine. I called the law firm and said, what needs to be in an independent contractor agreement? And she rattled it off that quick, and I tried to write fast. And I wrote down what I thought it would work, then I sent it over for their review. They told me what was missing, I fixed it, sent it over for their review, and I got it right and turned it into that independent contractor to sign, and it worked out great for us, so.
So Go Small Business is part of.
Go Small Business Extra, it's a add-on supplement. Yes, I see that here.
Yeah,
Carla,
yeah, I just have a quick question. I can't even remember the name of it now, but there was another legal organization that you used to see on TV. I'm just wondering the differentiation between your.
LegalZoom?
Zoom?
LegalZoom
Is
advertises,
that the one?
and they are a forms company.
Okay,
We are a law firm company.
okay, got it.
And we give you free forms, by the way. We have a whole library of business forms if you're a business plan member, or personal forms if you're a family member.
Got it.
So, yes, Mr. Sedona,
LegalShield used to be prepaid legal, which is what
That's
you may
the
be
one.
thinking
Is
of.
that what you're thinking of?
They changed their name about 5 years ago.
5 years ago, that's correct.
Okay,
Frank,
thank you.
you've used the LegalShield. Can you tell us how it worked for you?
Well, I primarily got it from my son because he has an uncooperative former spouse in Kansas. And they have all kinds of different laws. And so every month we get to consult and deal with issues. And it calms her down quite a bit when she gets a letter from the attorney out there. So it's very helpful in that regard.
Awesome.
One last thing.
Roger.
For everybody in here, the law firm you use is highly motivated to provide great service because LegalShield is their largest source of income, and they want to protect that source of income. And I tell you, they really respond quickly because if a client complains, they follow up with it, and they do not want to lose that contract.
That's right. Thank you very much, Richard and Frank, and all of you. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.